What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another brand new installment of Renegades Reviews, exclusively here as always on the Casa D18 Studios channel. I, of course, am your host, the Renegade JJ Williams, and today we're going to fast forward about 2 years in the ViewAskew timeline to the events that take place in Chasing Amy, starring Ben Affleck, Joey Lauren Adams, Jason Lee, Dwight Ewell, Jason Mewes, Kevin Smith, Ethan Suplee, Scott Mosier, Casey Affleck, Brian O'Halloran, and Matt Damon. What's going on, everybody? Thank you for joining me here once again for another brand new installment of Renegades Reviews. Like I said during the introduction, we're going to move ahead into the timeline 2 years in the ViewAskewniverse, and we're going to discuss the events of Chasing Amy. And as our movie opens, comic book artists and lifelong friends, Holden McNeil and Banky Edwards, meet fellow comic book artist Alyssa Jones at a comic book convention where they are all promoting their books. The three go to a bar after the con, along with their mutual friend, Hooper X, another writer whose book is very Afrocentric. Holden ends up falling for Alyssa, but quickly learns that she is a lesbian. The two begin spending time together, and a deep friendship begins to develop between the two of them. Eventually, Holden confesses his love to Alyssa. And initially, Alyssa is angry at him for his proclamation of love. But eventually, she admits that she too has fallen for Holden. And that night, they sleep together, beginning a romantic relationship between the two of them. The development of their relationship, though, begins to strain the friendship between Holden and Banky. And Banky begins to resent Alyssa for coming between him and his best friend. So Banky begins to dig up some dirt on Alyssa's past. And thanks to a run-in with an old classmate outside the Quick Stop, he uncovers the fact that Alyssa once participated in a threesome with two men, earning her the nickname Fingercuffs. Now this upsets Holden because up to this point, he has believed that he was the only man Alyssa had ever slept with. So at a hockey game, Holden attempts to question Alyssa about the experience. And when she kind of realizes and picks up on what's going on and what he's doing, an argument breaks out between the two of them. She admits to the threesome and refuses to apologize for her past sexual experiences. And she wants to continue her relationship with Holden, but Holden leaves the game unsure. A few days later, Holden has lunch with Jay and Silent Bob, who he gives money to for likeness rights, as the two men are the inspiration for Blunt Man and Chronic. Silent Bob speaks up and reveals that he once had a relationship very similar to Holden's. Although Bob loved his girlfriend, Amy, her past promiscuity made him end the relationship, later on regretting it, which prompts him to state that he has spent every day since then chasing Amy, so to speak. Moved by Silent Bob's story, Holden then devises a plan to fix both his relationship with Alyssa and his estranged friendship with Banky. One night, he invites them over, and he tells Alyssa that he would like to get over her past and remain her boyfriend, while telling Banky that he realizes that Banky is gay and in love with him, causing Holden to propose a threesome. Although initially shocked at the revelation, Banky agrees to participate, but Alyssa refuses, reasoning that it will not save their relationship and finding the proposal offensive, causing both Benki and Alyssa to leave. We then catch up with everyone 1 year later at a Comic-Con. Both Benki and Alyssa are promoting their respective comics as Holden shares a moment with each one of them. With Benki, it's seemingly through a fan encounter. It is revealed that Holden and Benki dissolved their partnership of Bluntman and Chronic, with Benki now being the exclusive holder of the rights. Benki smiles sadly as he sees Holden, as the fan praises his new book at the same time that Holden is seen giving him a thumbs up. Benki then gestures to a booth where Alyssa is featured, encouraging Holden to speak to her. As the fan tells Benki to take care, Holden waves from a distance before going over to speak with Alyssa. During their brief but emotional conversation, Holden gives Alyssa a copy of his new comic, Chasing Amy, which chronicles their relationship. Alyssa comments on how personal it seems, to which Holden replies that he finally had something personal to say. After Holden leaves Alyssa's table, her new girlfriend shows up and asks who she was talking to which a teary-eyed Alyssa smiles and comments, "Oh, just some guy I knew," as our film comes to its end. It's funny because I think this is one of the shortest synopsises that I've given off, but this is almost a 2-hour movie. And I kind of feel like if I got too in depth with the synopsis, those of you that have never seen it may have stuff spoiled. But let me just say that this is one of my favorites in the Kevin Smith universe, the ViewAskewniverse, if we will. I'm not the biggest fan of chick flicks, rom-coms, and this very much is that. But it's also an anti-rom-com in that it strays from the traditional formula. And what I mean is, if you think of virtually any rom-com out there, you have pretty much the same timeline of events. Boy meets girl. Boy and girl get together. Boy and girl have an argument and break up. Boy and girl get back together after realizing that they were being silly and they both love each other. Boy and girl live happily ever after. This one, boy meets girl. Boy and girl get together. Boy and girl have argument. Boy and girl don't get back together. Boy and girl don't live happily ever after. Once they break up, they break up. There is no getting back together. Now, they still remain friends, as is evident by the scene at the end. When she sees him at the con and he comes to give her the issue, she doesn't tell him to piss off. She doesn't tell him to get lost. She's very encouraging, receptive, friendly, teary-eyed over the fact that their story is now a book. It's very non-typical rom-com. I love the character of Hooper X in this film. And granted, he's not as highlighted as some of the other characters, but his debut scene in the con, where he's talking about representation of African Americans in comic books, cracks me up every time, because Holden begins to bring up Star Wars, the Holy Trilogy, if you will. And Hooper's diatribe on how those films are about keeping the black man down, even in a galaxy far, far away. Pure comedy. Pure comedy. And then you've got the scene at the end, just before Holden talks to Alyssa, when the fan is talking to Banky, and Holden's kind of in the distance. Like I said, you get the feeling that the fan is speaking for Holden. Maybe not the entire time, but there's a few times where what the fan is saying and what Holden is doing in the distance very much sync up. And I think it's very good. I really enjoyed the filmmaking there because it's little things, little attention to detail like that really take the film to the next level. When it comes to my rating for Chasing Amy, I give it 4.5 out of 5. It's right up there for me. I really enjoy this film, and I highly recommend it, especially if you're not a chick flick fan. Give this one a chance because it's not your standard chick flick formula. And I think that's enough to really rope you in and make you enjoy this film. 4.5 out of 5 stars for me. What do you guys think of Chasing Amy? Those of you out there that have seen it before, let me know. If you're watching the premiere, leave your thoughts and comments over here. If you're watching on demand, leave your thoughts and comments down here. Whatever you do, when you get out there on social media, let's try to get those hashtags trending. Hashtag Casa D18 Studios, hashtag Renegades Reviews, hashtag Renegade Returns, and of course, the ever popular hashtag Shenanigans. We interrupt this episode of Renegades Reviews for an important announcement about
merchandising.
Merchandising? What's that?
Merchandising. Come, I'll show you. Merchandising, where the real money's made.
Make sure you go over to teespring.com/stores/Jeff Meacham Network for all the t-shirts you see here from the West Coast professor, Jeff Meacham himself. You can get shirts for the Jeff Meacham Network, Talk Wrestling, as well as the red and gold Meachamania shirts. And while you're there, don't forget to get your shirts of the Casa D18 Studios Brotherhood, the Dads on Wrestling shirt, the Renegade JJ Williams, Statboy Sports Bar, and the hashtag Statboy Approved shirt. Make sure you go over to teespring.com/stores/Jeff Meacham Network and score your shirts today. Make sure you guys get out there. Do what that commercial just told you. Go to teespring.com/stores/Jeff Meacham Network. All the official merchandise of the Casa D18 Studios Brotherhood. Get you your Renegade JJ Williams shirt. Dad's Not Always on Wrestling. Hashtag Statboy Approved. Statboy Sports Bar. Hashtag Shenanigans. Get you your official merchandise for the Jeff Meacham Network. 3 different designs of the Jeff Meacham Network logo for you to choose from, along with Meachamania, Talk Wrestling, and so much more. It's summertime. Still got those barbecues, pool parties, beach bonfires to go to. Go to the store, get yourself a tank top. You can choose from the Renegade JJ Williams or Meachamania. Either one's the perfect accessory for those hot summer days and those hotter summer nights. Get out there, show your love and support. While you're showing your love and support, why don't you do what that ticker tells you to do? Do you enjoy my videos, my daily content? If so, go to that PayPal. Send me a few buck donation. Keep in mind, everybody, I'm not monetized. I'm trying to get my viewership hours up so I can become monetized. So until that day, the only way I'm going to make any money is if you out there go to that PayPal link, send me a small donation. You don't want to send money? That's fine. Go to the Linktree link as it scrolls across the bottom of the screen there. Order a movie. Click on the Amazon movie wish list, which I'm always adding movies to and updating. Find a movie you'd like to see me review, order it. When it comes in the mail, I'll open it live on Renegade Recap, give you guys a shout out. And then likewise, when I factor it into a theme month, sit down, watch it, review it, give you guys another shout out. Keep in mind, it's my birthday month. So a great way to send me a birthday gift. Go into that link tree, clicking on the Amazon wish list. I'll show you guys the same amount of love and support that you guys show to me. Make sure you guys tune in tomorrow, right back here on the Casa D18 Studios channel, for another brand new installment of Renegades Reviews, when we discuss the next chapter in the ViewAskewniverse, Dogma, starring Ben Affleck, Matt Damon, Linda Fiorentino, Salma Hayek, Chris Rock, Alan Rickman, Kevin Smith, and Jason Mewes. You're not going to want to miss out tomorrow. Right back here on the Casa D18 Studios channel. Another brand new installment of Renegades Reviews and the next chapter of the ViewAskewniverse saga, Dogma. To all my fans out there tuning in, watching the premiere, leaving your thoughts and comments over here, thank you very much. I greatly appreciate each and every one of you. Likewise, all my loyal fans and viewers out there tuning in a little bit later in the day, watching on demand, leaving your thoughts and comments down here. Thank you very much. I greatly appreciate each and every one of you guys. I appreciate all my fans tuning in on a regular basis, showing me that love and support. Thank you very much for tuning in, and I will see you guys next time.